Hi Virgo, welcome to the Modern Spiritualist. My name is Raheem. Today we're going to look at February for you guys. You can use this for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I did a Celtic cross spread with the Thoth deck for February plus a Threads of Fate Oracle. Let's get started. So, your Oracle card this month, this is going to be kind of the theme that weaves all this together, is the Pillar. Oh, wow. So, I feel like some of you really need to reach for support this month. And I'm getting a mixed bag. I feel like some of you are actually dealing with a lot. Some of you are just in a place now where you feel vulnerable enough to ask for support from people in your life in a different way. Like there may have been a bit of a block about like asking for help, or maybe like issues around being in community or intimacy with other people. And for those of you in that camp, it's like now you're looking to expand. You want more community. You want more people in your corner that know what you're dealing with and are able to support you. This could even be like, calling on ancestors or helping spirits and cultivating relationships with them if you guys are moving in that direction. And then some of you, it's about being your own pillar of support. Because you've come into a power recently where you can actually support yourself in a new way, like better boundaries, better grounding, new energy system, just a better relationship with yourself that you can use to ground and support you. And it could be a mix. It could be a mix of all these things. I'm really seeing kind of like a branching out of like all the ways that you guys are both reaching for support or have recently come into a position where you are in a better place to receive support, and then you're building on that support all month. Okay, so this is really positive because, support is foundational. It holds a container for, all the challenges that we go through, all the transformation, anything that we're trying to build. The people around you and your own sense of strength and the spirits around you, all of that contribute to your ability to make things happen in your life. And without it, you just can't, because there's just not enough of a container being held for you. And so I think that's the pattern you're walking away from. You're walking away from this pattern of not being able to do anything because you don't have the support, to a place where you do have the support and can change your life because of that. And so it feels really, really, really good. Really good. I just feel an increased sense of safety for you guys. Okay. Your starting place this month, moving into the Celtic cross spread, is the Prince of Discs reversed. Interesting. I feel a lot of resistance to moving forward. Kind of sacral up to my throat, feels very blocked. I feel like you guys have just been in this place where it's like it feels to you like you've just hit this brick wall of resistance for so long, and it seems like you can't make anything substantial happen in your life. Like things just can't take root for you, and that's not new. You've been dealing with that, and so I feel like this is more about your desire to finally break through the brick wall. And as you're coming into this month with more support and building on that support, it's like you're ready to tackle it now. You're like, I have the support that I need. I have all these people in my corner. I feel strong and I'm ready. I want to break through this wall. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling from you guys. You haven't broken through it yet, but this is the commitment to do so. Crossing that energy, 10 of Cups. This is about being lighter. In general, like lighter emotions, lighter mindset, lighter frequency, more flow. And I think what this is coming out of is the support. When you don't have the support system that you need, things feel very, very heavy because it's like you're carrying the entire load yourself. When the load is shared, or at least people are walking with you, or space is being held for you, you're able to lighten the load on yourself because the load can be distributed in a different way. And that's what we're seeing here, is you being able to lighten because that load is being distributed evenly amongst this greater container that is being held for you now. And so this brick wall of density, maybe you don't even have to bust through the brick wall. Maybe you just jump over it. Maybe you're able to lighten your load so much that you can just leap over the brick wall and you're done and you're on the other side. That's a possibility. Also, this is water. Maybe you erode it away over time. We'll see. Maybe up to you, but I'll look at the other cards as well. And this is also just getting in touch with your true desires again. Maybe you felt cut off from what you really want, cut off from your lust for life, from the flow. And this is, the way back into feeling inspired again, connecting with the universe, taking action on the inspiration that you experience. It feels very heart-centered, like you're opening yourself up to really pursuing, or at least thinking about pursuing, the things that you love again, and really connecting with that love that you have for for the things in your life that you do love, that you've maybe felt too afraid to embrace up until now. So really, really beautiful. And your past affecting the present, the Hierophant. I feel like you guys may be remembering a time where you really had your shit together, where you were maybe like the person with all the wisdom, right? The person that was supporting others, and then you were viewed in this certain light because of that, because you were the one that had your shit together. You were the one that people went to for advice. You were the one. And I think now, what has maybe happened is, you got, you felt supported through that perception of you from other people for a time, maybe, and then maybe it just got to a point where you just started carrying everyone else's load and forgetting about yourself, forgetting about your own. And then maybe, things got a little bit more intense for you emotionally as these things started to pile on top. And as that started happening, maybe you were still trying to keep up appearances, right? Make it seem like you had all your shit together when in reality you didn't. And then it just kind of got you into a trap because nobody's helping you because they don't know that you need help. And so this could be the pillar too, is you just finally saying to yourself, I need help, and I'm going to ask for it, and I'm going to get the support that I need. Again, I feel like this is really like, you're starting out here. This is a commitment. You're making, so there's still plenty of action to take. But, you don't have to, nobody has everything together. And lots of people look to you like they have it together. You know what I mean? Everyone's dealing with something. And nobody does this alone. You cannot shoulder things alone. I mean, I am a person that, like, I am support. For a lot of my people, I am support. But I have a lot of people that support me, right? And so, while you may have a relationship with some people where you are the supporter, that doesn't mean that you seek support elsewhere, right? And, then there's those great special relationships on equal footing where you're holding space for them and they're holding space for you. And that is such a sweet spot. But there's also, every relationship is different, and there's nothing wrong with having some people in your life that you support and then some people in your life that mostly support you. Like, all of that is fine. We're all in different places. We all have different relationships with each other. All of that is okay. What is not okay is acting like you have your shit together when you don't, when you do need help, and then not getting the help that you need, because that doesn't help anyone. Because when you're not okay, you're not actually supporting people as well as you think, because you're not okay. And so trying to hold space for others when no space is being held for you doesn't actually work. You just drop the ball, and it just feels like it feels to other people like you're just not showing up usually when you think that you're doing so much. And so I would just watch out for that, and ask yourself, are you really showing up for the people in your life, or is that just a story you're telling yourself to avoid coping with your own stuff? And I know that's a really hard thing to say. It's an earth sign thing. I'm a Capricorn. I get it. Like, I think earth signs tend to have this pattern of, oh, if I just help everyone else, I don't have to deal with my shit. But that doesn't work, and you're not actually being helpful. Okay, so, I know that's like a hard reality check to throw at some of you probably, but that's where the most change occurs, I think, the acceptance of those hard things. You have nothing to fear but yourself, and nothing about you has killed you yet. So, what's the harm in exploring who in you feels like they shouldn't get support, or shames yourself for needing support. We all need support. Okay, so um, self-care, it's just self-care is getting it. It's something to be proud of, loving yourself and making a choice to care for yourself. And people that love you, they want to support you, so um, in your foundation this month, we have the Nine of Swords. I really feel a lot of tension in my spine, like my whole spine. I feel like your back is carrying all your weight because nothing else is. Again, this is, you're making the change now. You're coming into a place where you're ready to ask for support, and some of you have already put in some of the work to get that support. So that is shifting, but this is just an indicator that it would be imperative for your health to get this support, because your back is carrying it all, and that does not work long term. Okay, so I strongly recommend, because this is in your foundation, so this is what will potentially nurture you, I strongly recommend doing something to help your back and your spine to try to, set off on the healing journey that's going to fix that. So whether you get a massage, or you start, Tai Chi or yoga, or you do something that releases the tension in your back. For some of you, if it's dire, chiropractor or whatever, something that's going to release the tension that you're holding in your back and realign your spine, because it's been holding everything for so long that you need to be really careful. And there's some sort of feedback loop happening between your spine and your mind. All of your stress, you're just bearing in your spine because you don't want to deal with it. And so I think there's a coping mechanism of the stress and anxiety and worry and fear that's coming up in your mind. I think, because you're earth sign, again, earth signs will do whatever they can to keep the train running, right? And so if it feels like there's emotions or fear or anxiety coming up that you feel like you can't deal with and then continue to be a functioning human being, it's like you're just shoving it into your spine. Please don't do that. I think on a certain level, there may just be a need to get into a space where you're a little more comfortable with discomfort, because we all experience anxiety and stress and fear and all that. And when they come up, they're trying to tell you something. So shoving them back down, it doesn't make it go away. It just makes them more compact and causes medical issues later, which now I'm seeing, a real red flag about your spine and your back in general. And so this is a time to take action to fix that. But then you also have to shift whatever pattern got you into it. And so I think you're going to have to create a different relationship with the emotions that you don't like. So I would try journaling, some version of creativity, body movement work. But I'm also getting a heavy hit on something about your belief system or your mind. I think it's your mind's beliefs about your emotions that are tripping you up, and so you're gonna have to make a mindset shift here. And I think automatic journaling, like I said, is great for that. You could just do a brain dump of all the limiting beliefs or all the beliefs that you have about your emotions that come up, and then next to them you rewrite what you would rather believe, like rewrite an affirmation. So if the story is my emotions are irrational and not good, the rewrite would be my emotions are a positive thing that tell me what I need, because that's what emotions are. They need something from you. They're indicating a need. When they're difficult emotions, it's because a need's not being met. And so you cannot just continue to shove all those needs that aren't met into your back. It's not going to work. What else? I understand that is going to create some difficulty, because when we stop pushing our emotions away, we have to confront them. And so you need to resource I think, again, some of these may be coming up because you are getting support, so you have the bandwidth to deal with them now. It's just going to take some practice because you're not used to it, to dealing with your emotions in a different way. But you're going to need to start making those mindset shifts and allowing the emotions to come up, allowing yourself to be a little uncomfortable, and then also relying on your support system in those moments when, if things feel too uncomfortable or you need assistance. And so, yeah, this will just continue to perpetuate medical issues in your back and spine if it's not addressed. So I highly recommend you address it now. Okay, crowning you this month, we have the Eight of Cups. The inspiration here is you are moving towards a better place. I mean, the pillar thing is really, really, really beautiful. Having support makes all the difference in the world. But there's some really overgrown patterns here. There's a lot of stagnation. There's a lot of stuff that you're holding in your body that is just so old, and it keeps accumulating, and it's calcifying, I feel. That's the word that's coming to mind, is it's like calcifying, like hardening, so it's getting harder to deal with. It's like if you don't go to the dentist for a long time, and now they're like scraping at your teeth because you have all this tartar buildup. It's way more uncomfortable to do that than to just go to the dentist, more frequently and not end up with that buildup, right? So this is the cleanup that needs to happen. It's going to be hard at first because you're so bogged down with old shit. And so it's like clear the baggage, clear the baggage, clear the baggage. And that is hard work when you're, it's like cleaning out your computer when you have like 100,000 files because you never clean out your computer. It takes forever and it sucks and it's slow and it's terrible. So yeah, and once you do it, once you grit your teeth and do it and get past the hard part, clear out all the baggage, then maintenance from that point on is so much easier as long as you continue to maintain. It's like, if you spend 3 minutes cleaning your room every day, then you won't spend 2 days cleaning it because you neglected it all year, so that's kind of the thing you're dealing with internally. Really old stagnant emotions, but the inspiration here, this is why it's in your crown, the divine inspiration here is like, if you just do it, you are going to feel so much better. And so you're being supported, you're being held, you're being egged on, and you can do this, okay? New circumstance, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, there's going to be stress, there's going to be worry, there's going to be anxiety, but what's important to remember here is that most of it is old. It's not really about what's going on in your life, so you're not in any real danger. Anything in your mind and body this month that are saying, hey, there's danger, is a wounded child part. So just remember that and make that distinction in the moment when things come up. Be like, okay, I'm the adult. I'm this current time person. I'm safe. I'm here in my body. What do these wounded parts of me need to feel safe? And so when you make that separation, like, I am not my emotions, right? I am not my past trauma. I am me. I'm a whole person. And I can choose to listen to these parts of me without, getting so wrapped up in the identification with them that you go into panic and fear. And so while you'll be experiencing anxiety and whatever, you can detach yourself without dissociating from it if you make that distinction, like, okay, I'm experiencing anxiety, but I am a current time adult person that can deal with my shit, right? And so, this is a great opportunity this month to step up. And I believe in you. Okay, your ego this month, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. Man, I just feel this, it's so somatic. You guys, this reading has been so somatic. I feel just like I'm being pushed down, like energy is just being pushed down. It's almost like droopy though. It's like, it's like the card basically. It's this drooping sensation, just down, down, down into the muck. What is that? Oh, it's release. It's all of your old shit, all your muck. It's being released into the earth. It's being pushed down, 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 and out into the muck. It just feels really weird because it's like this top-down thing. So it feels like things are dripping down my body or something. It's not unpleasant. It's just super strange. I've just never felt it before, I don't think. But it's like energy is like drooping down and sinking into the earth. You're doing your work this month. You are absolutely doing your work. So proud, yay. Um, it's just you're doing a lot of work at once because you're so bogged down with this old energy, and because you've just decided you're like, I have the support, I'm making the commitment, I'm gonna figure this out. Because of that, it's all just kind of dripping off you really rapidly. So yes, you'll be anxious, but also I don't think this is gonna take that long because you've made the decision to do so. And so it's like everything is just falling off of you and into the ground. You're gonna be like a new you. This really does not feel unpleasant. It was just super strange at first, but that's great. Good for you. External environment this month, we have the Queen of Discs. I think some things are going to occur in your life this month that is going to give you a focus, which is nice. I think, among all this inner emotional work that you're doing, with this renewed support system too, it's like there is something on your to-do list as well. And so I like this for you because it's a resource. You can, if things just feel too much, and you just cannot continue to process or whatever, and you need to pull out and get out of your own head and just like be in the world, you have the opportunity to do so. It looks like you have stuff to work on, and it looks like that stuff that you're working on, not only are you really good at it, but you want to do this. And so it feels like you're really thriving in some capacity. I think most of you it's work, but it could be a project or, even family or whatever. You have something, or study. You have something that you're working on. You're good at it. You enjoy doing it. So whenever you need to just check out of this whole situation, then you get to focus on your work, and it seems really helpful. Hopes and fears this month, we have the Four of Pentacles. Ooh. For those of you that work with ancestors and helping spirits, I see them like a line of sentinels at your side. It's like boom, 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 boom down the line, boom, 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 boom down the line, and then you're tackling your life. So it's like you've got this like army battalion. That's cool. Let me feel into something else here. And for some of you, or one of you, it really does feel like there are 4 key people in your life. There are 4 key people in your life that support you, and you're just leaning on those 4 people this month. I don't get any fear. I mean, I think the one maybe fear would be fear of vulnerability, fear of being vulnerable with the people that are supporting you, but it doesn't seem like it's getting in your way necessarily. It feels very residual, so I think you're fine. And the hope is that this is going to make you feel stronger and more able to tackle things in your life, and it absolutely will. This all just feels really supportive. I'm just really getting a sense of like protection and strength and fortitude, and it feels real good. Outcome this month, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. I feel fire in your belly starting to rise again. I feel passion again. And it's coming out of this liftoff from all these other emotions that you're done with and that you're letting go of this month. Yeah, there's like this stirring. It's not going to manifest yet. Maybe you're not taking action yet, but you're feeling it. There's this passion that you're feeling again that you're aware of. You felt it before, you just haven't had access. And now it's starting to rise again because you freed up the energy. And so we'll see where that goes in March. I think that's all I have for you guys. Beautiful work. And also simplistic. Like it seems like I just did Leo and it was such a slog. It was so like all over the place, but this is like very like, I don't know, step by step almost. And so that's nice. I like the simplicity for you. I think that's going to serve you well. I think you'll like it. And remember to lean on your support system. That's key for all this work. And they're holding the container for you to let go of all this stagnant stuff so that you can really move on fully with your life. And I wish you all the best. I hope you have a good February. If you need additional support and you would like to schedule a reading with me, please do so in the box below. Hit like if you like this video. It helps out the channel. Subscribe if you want to see the next Virgo video, and I will see you guys in March. Love you. Bye.